Now, hello, I'm Sudarshan there. We are starting with our first topic, that is Kirchhoff's current law. And before in this, we are going to learn two laws basically. One is KCL, and second one, what is more important, that is KVL. That is what Kirchhoff's current law and Kirchhoff's voltage law. These are the two laws that we are going to learn. Let's begin. So, before going ahead, we have to learn some of the things related to the circuit. Now, this is the circuit, what you can observe over here, that this is the node, particularly loop, mesh, and branch. What are these? A branch, everybody is knowing that this is these are all. This is what part is. This is called as branch. This is the direction of the current, what they are shown exactly, and this is the loop. Now, node. What is a node? Node is a junction point where the two or more electrical elements are connected. This specifies a voltage level, or you can call it as particularly, I'll say that this particular node, or suppose this is what we call, this is a node exactly, where specify the voltage level is defined at this particular point. Now, if nodes are same at these 3 points, the voltage level remains same. These are also the nodes where there will be change in voltage levels. You have to know this particular part, and voltage, this specifies the voltage level, that is called as a reference node. These nodes are considered as a reference, and we can continue with it while solving this particular problem. Now, what is branch? Now, continuous conducting path, which is continuous. These are the branches where current is going to flow continuously from this point to this point continuously. So we consider this as a particular, we call it as a branch. These are the branches exactly. All these are the branches. Secondly, loop. Loop is independent of closed path. Now, this is very important. It is independent of closed path in circuit that follows sequence of branches such that it must start and end with same node. That is called as a loop. Should not touch any other junction or node more than once. More than once. This is very important part. More than once. It should not touch. It should not touch more than once. Now, just remember, this should not touch. If you are continuing with this particularly, it should not touch more than once. You can observe this particular loop. Now, if this is the loop, we are continuing. If this is the loop, this is moving with from this particular node, it is going ahead, and it is going to continue. So this is what the loop concept is. Should not touch more than nodes. It should start and end. Suppose it is starting with this particular point, and it is going to continue, and again it is going to come back at its old position. Should not touch more than any other junction or node more than once. Once means, just remember, once it is touching this, once it is touching this, once this is touching this particular, एक बार touch किया वापस touch नहीं करना है. Also more than once. You can understand this touching part. Touching 1, 2, 3, 4. Only once it is touching. It is not going to come back to it. Once it is going to touch. This is what you will. Particular part. Now, mesh. Mesh का मतलब क्या है? What is the mesh? Now, mesh in electrical circuit is a loop that does not contain, electrical circuit that doesn't contain any other loop in it. It's interior. This is very important part. What is important? Interior. What is the interior part? Mesh. You can observe, this is all interior part. This is whatever I am drawing, this is what the complete interior part, and this is where the concept of mesh takes place. This is complete an interior part where mesh is going to work. This will be a mesh, that will be interior part. Now, this mesh, this will be a complete loop, and these are the nodes and these are the branches. These are the basic concept terms or related to the circuit what we have learned. Now, let's start with our KCL. Kirchhoff's current law. What does the Kirchhoff's current law states that? Now, Kirchhoff's current law states that total current or charge entering the circuit. Current is Q upon T. That is rate of charge. That will be charge per unit time. That is entering the junction of node is exactly equal to charge leaving that node. Let's remember, total current entering a junction. That total current which is entering the junction should be exactly equal to, charge leaving the node. Once it is started, it is going out. As it has no other place to go except to leave, no charge is lost within the node. This is very important. As it has no place to go, it should leave, come from the node, and it should go from that node only. It should not leave. So no charge is lost. That is many times it is called as, that is why it is called as conservation of charge. We call it as conservation charge because just like conservation of momentum, it is conservation of charge. Exactly, other words for you, algebraic sum of all the currents entering, algebraic sum of all the currents entering and leaving the node must be equal to 0. Total current entering, exiting means they are going out, entering, both combination is equal to 0. It is known as conservation of charge. Now current, in other mathematics, how we current entering the node should be equal to currents leaving the node. Just remember. Now this I1, this is entering. Okay, this is what? Entering. I2, this is also entering. I3, this is entering. And observe this particular part now. What about I5 and I6? What will be? I'll change just a color for more clarity over here. And this is what? This is leaving the node. Whatever, this is leaving the node. We can call that these are current entering and these are leaving. And whatever the node, what about the junction? This is the node, exactly. Observe, this is the node. It had no place to leave. All are coming out, all are going out, but every process is going in and out through this particular single node only. That is why, according to Kirchhoff's current law, we define total sum of current entering the node should be and leaving the node, they should be equal. Exciting, entering, and coming and going, all currents when they are combined together, they should be equal to 0. In other words, you can also say that total sum of currents, you can also write in this way also. If you write this I1 plus I2 plus I3, this should be equal to, this is nothing but it should be I4 plus I I was telling that just I can write this I1 plus I2 plus I3 is equal to I4 plus I5. So you can guess over here what is the part? Total currents entering. What is this? Total current entering. This is the total current entering the. I just erase this particular. Total current entering I1 plus I2 plus I3 should be equal to I4 plus I5. So total currents entering should be equal to total outgoing current. Both LHS should be equal to RHS. So current entering the node equals current leaving the node. This is what the Kirchhoff's current law states. Now next, just I will take a simple example. This is node A, this is node B, and this is what the node is. Now if you observe this figure over, I can work with, we take standard color. Now this is the current 3A, this is outgoing current, this is going in outward direction. What is this? This is going in outward direction, and this is current which is going in inward direction. Now this is again outgoing and this is again outgoing current. Now as far as sign conventions are concerned, normally what we consider, I have to go back slightly, sign convention in this case. As far as convention, you can observe that those currents which are going outward, this is I5 and this is I4, they are taken as negative. They are taken as negative. And those currents which are coming inwards, they are the inward currents, those are coming inward this direction. Particularly can take the I1, I2, I3, they are coming inward, coming currents in, they are taken as positive. They are positive. So you can call here the currents, those are coming inwards, they are taken as positive, and those are going outwards are taken as negative. When you are considering total sum of currents. Now let us take one of the example. I'll take one example over here. IAB, IX, what we have to find. This is the current which we have to find. This is the outward current. Now IAB is an outward current. What should be IAB? It is 0.5 minus 0.3. How? It is coming inward, so it is taken as positive, and this is outward, so it is taken as negative. As a result, at point A, it will be 0.5 minus 0.3. So IAB will be equal to 0.2 amperes. Similarly, by applying KCL at point B, if may I apply this at point B, what we are going to get over here? This is an outward current. This is outward current 0.1 ampere, and this is also outward current IX. So naturally, IAB will be 0.1 plus IX. So IAB total is equal to 0.2. What we have found over here, and substituting this value, that will be 0.1 plus IX. As a result, IX is equal to 0.2 minus 0.1. That will be 0.1 amperes. A very simple part where we are taking these two particular currents using sign convention at two different nodes A and B. Just remember, don't get confused with the concepts related to the sign conventions. Here IAB, what we are taking, this is the current flowing from A to B. This is what the IAB is. Current is flowing from A to B. And this is incoming current. This is outgoing current. We are taking it IAB is equal to 0.5 minus 0.3. Incoming we are considering positive, outgoing that is negative. Many cases when you are taking everything, if you are writing in this way, according to law, the sign conventions many times changes. As per your textbooks and other notes are concerned, if I will write in this way, if IAB minus 0.5 plus 0.3 is equal to 0. Many times it will return in this way also. In such cases, what is the change? The incoming current becomes negative and outgoing current becomes positive. Just remember what is the difference. When you are taking this particular fashion, the sign convention changes, and this in this particular fashion there is change in our sign conventions. So don't get confused with such type of sign conventions which we are using over here with incoming currents and outgoing currents. Whenever you are taking sign conventions in such a way that total sum of currents is equal to 0, if this is the concept, then what we are going to take, incoming will be negative, outgoing will be positive. But if you are taking in another way, where you are taking that total current is equal to the total difference, that one will be in LHS or other will be in RHS. In such way, what thing will happen? The sign convention is going to
Now next part is Kirchhoff voltage law. What we call it as a Kirchhoff voltage. Now as far as last time what we have seen, that is Kirchhoff current law. In this case KVL, we call it as Kirchhoff voltage. Now in any closed loop, now see the concept what we say. Any closed loop network, the voltage, total voltage around the loop is equal to sum of all voltage drops within the same loop. Condition is that loop should be same. First condition. Second condition, total voltage should be equal to sum of all voltage drops. Now what is the difference over here? Total voltage means what? I will say that total voltage, this total voltage what is referred? That means total EMF, number of cells or batteries which is connected within the circuit. That is total voltage. And voltage drop, what does this mean? Voltage drop means nothing but it is what is the voltage drop? It is nothing but that will be product of current and resistance. What is voltage drop? So here what is the part we are observing? What is different? So current of total voltage drop, that will be I into R. That is the voltage drop. And what will be the next part? The next is, if this is voltage drop, it should be equal to total sum of all voltage drops. Should be equal to total sum of voltages, that is batteries. That will be EMF, that will be E1 plus E2. Number of batteries, whatever the batteries are connected within the circuit, okay, dot. This is what the concept is. If both should be equal. Ideally. Now, as a result, you can observe that total voltage of this is voltage. This is IR means this is according to Ohm's law, this is voltage, and this is total EMF. That will be total source. This is what EMF is. Nothing but a source. Now, this source should be equal to total voltage drop. That is energy given from the source. They both should be equal. Energy given should be consumed in case of product and resistance. So finally, this idea is also called as conservation of energy. This is energy conservation. So this is what the Kirchhoff voltage law is. Now, the next point, mathematically how you can write summation. Summation means total voltage, total EMF plus product of current and resistance, that will be voltage equal to V. And here on dividing, we can say in another word, total EMF contained in the circuit should be equal to the product of current and resistance within the circuit. This is what the exact picture says. Now, sorry for sign convention. Sign convention, if we are traveling from this minus to plus, so that will be negative to positive. You are traveling from minus to plus, then it will be positive. That will become a positive. Then you are traveling from plus to minus. Now this is the travel. Observe the arrow. This is the travel. This is the arrow. This is indicated. When you are traveling in this direction, then you are going from plus to minus. So that will be negative. Now this travel, here just remember, the energy is going to increase. You have to overcome the energy source. That is why it is positive. And here, the energy source, you are only going on from positive to negative. That is on a decreasing side. That is why we can call it as a negative. We assume this EMF as a negative. Positive ion, when you are traveling opposite to the current direction, if this is the current direction, you can observe this arrow over here. We are traveling from positive to negative, and we are traveling in this way. Then we will consider that as plus ion. Naturally, when we are traveling along with the current direction, then that will be negative. Traveling with the current direction, negative. Traveling opposite to current direction. Just remember, when we are traveling opposite, it is positive. What is positive? And when we are traveling along with the current direction, then it is negative. Just remember this condition. These are useful for us while solving Kirchhoff voltage law problem. Now let us take one example. example. In this case, what is exactly example? I say this example we are taking is E1 battery that is equal to 10 volts source, E2 5 volt source, R1, R2, R3. The values are given. R1 is equal to 2 ohm, R2 is 4 ohm, R3 is equal to 6 ohm. And this complete circuit. Now, the direction is same as the direction of clockwise. Direction of the clockwise also. Now here, let us step. I will assume for the much better. I will assume this array. Let us say this as to this. Okay. This will be C. Here, this is C. So direction of current. What will be the direction of current? Same as direction. Now I1 will be our everything as I. What is this current? Flowing from positive to negative. Okay. This is coming to I. This is traveling water track A to B. So here we'll prefer it as A, B, C, D, and again A. This is what the direction is. So I, when you are going along with the current direction, just remember this is also I, this is also I. So this is also I. One single current we are having in due to batteries are there. This is a higher, this will be a higher side. So current, when you are driving from A to B along with the current direction, this is negative. I R1 plus E1. E1 will be positive negative. It is from minus and this is plus. So minus to plus, according to sign convention, it is going to be a positive. It is positive. So E1 will be positive. Again we are going IR3 along with the current direction, it is again negative. Again IR3, this current is coming over here, it is again I. Continuing to I, we are going with the current direction from C to D. So again I current into RC, it will be again negative. Now here we are coming from plus to minus, plus to minus. So it will be again negative. Last time it was minus to plus, E1 was positive. Now this is plus to minus, the source is decreasing. So energy is going to decrease, so that will be negative, minus E. Now we are going to, this is the equation. This is what is called as, this is the equation according to our Kirchhoff's law. As far as board is concerned, this equation counts, 1 mark is required. Formation of equation counts 1 mark. Equation of CVS according to convention. Now only part left is here to substitute. I, we don't know. R1, we substitute 2 ohms. We are substituting over here. This is 3. 2 ohms R1. E1, that is 10. We are taking this 10 over here. I'll change color for here. You can see 10. This is not here. This one 10. Then here again IR2. What is R2? R2 is 4. And this we are taking this 4. This will be 4I. I3. This is 6. And substituting this is minus 5. 5. This is, what is 5? 5 is the voltage E2. This is 5. On solving we are getting I is equal to minus 5 upon minus 4. So I will be 0.416 ampere. That is the electric current flowing through the circuit is 0.416 ampere. Electric current is signed positive. Now when answer is coming, direction of electric current is same as direction of clockwise direction. When it is signed positive, it is in a clockwise direction. When negative, direction of current would be anti-clockwise. Just remember, this is very important. When electric current is negative, the direction is anti-clockwise. And when electric current is positive, the direction is always clockwise. Ready for it? sign convention, these sign conventions what we have used in this equation, formulation of equation. Now, just remember, as far as this our syllabus is concerned, you have to solve, you either will ask your the definitions or the laws for 1 or 2 marks, or will go for the numericals which are required to solve. Some numericals are there, and if numericals, if you want to solve some more numericals, in this case, you have to draw the circuit, you have to find the equation, and you have to get the